Good evening, I'm Sharon Osbourne, and tonight on BBC, vaccines. Over half of the UK has already received their first dose of the Pfizer or Moderna vaccines, but questions have been raised over their safety after a Northern Derbyshire man claims to have experienced a rather severe and quite unusual adverse reaction, where reportedly, after receiving a single dose of the Moderna vaccine, he hasn't been able to remove his Hulk hands. And aside from the embarrassment of having these children's toys stuck to his hands, this has also made typical daily tasks like going to the bathroom almost impossible. Now I'm joined with the man in question, Brian Taylor. Now, Brian, tell us, exactly how did this happen?
Yes, well, just last Wednesday was my vaccine appointment. Went in, got the shot, and as I was driving home, I realised I couldn't take off my Hulk hands. And since then, I've been stuck like this, and the worst part is, I haven't been able to go to the bathroom on my own, and my wife has to wipe me bum until we can get a bidet installed.
Okay, now, just to get a timeline, when exactly did you first put these Hulk hands on?
Well, with all due respect, Sharon, I don't see how any of this is relevant. After I've had this happen to me, I've had all of these armchair experts try and discredit me and tell me that I'm just crazy and making everything up.
Listen, I'm not trying to discount your story. All I'm trying to do is ask you a set of questions so I can understand all of the facts involved, so I can better understand your situation. Now, please tell me, when was it that you first put on these Hulk hands?
Okay, well, if you absolutely have to know, I don't see how this is relevant, but if this is the only way we can continue, yes, I was wearing the Hulk hands before I went into the doctor's office.
Okay, so you did in fact have on your Hulk hands before getting vaccinated?
Yes, Sharon, that would be correct.
Alright, so if I'm getting this right, you had on your Hulk hands while going into the doctor's office for your vaccination.
Again, I don't see how any of this is relevant, but again, yes.
Okay, I'm still quite confused. Why would you have on Hulk hands while you were going to the doctor's office to get vaccinated?
Okay, you know what? I'm getting totally fed up with these self-appointed armchair experts trying to discredit me and make this out to be some kind of practical joke. Clearly, this isn't a practical joke, and I'm suffering from a very serious medical condition.
Again, listen, Brian. I understand that this whole situation is quite frustrating for you, but I'm just trying to do my job as a reporter and get all of the relevant facts so that the folks at home can better understand your current predicament. Now, to go over this situation again, you had on your Hulk hands while going to the doctor's office. Then you got your shot, you got vaccinated, and then afterwards, you still had on your Hulk hands. Now, after getting vaccinated, at any point, did you take off your Hulk hands?
Again, I don't see how any of this is relevant, but if you absolutely have to know, if I think about it, if I remember correctly, no, I never took off my Hulk hands.
Okay, well, my next question, of course, would be, have you even tried taking them off, Brian?
Look, Sharon, I feel like you're insulting my intelligence here. Do you honestly believe that I would inconvenience myself like this in such a ridiculous way? I'm suffering from a very serious medical condition,
Brian,
and I'd like you to
Brian,
take it seriously.
Stop. Again, I'm not trying to offend you. I'm just trying to ask you a simple set of questions so those at home can better understand your current situation. Now, again, Brian, have you tried taking off your Hulk hands?
All right, I don't understand why you keep asking me these irrelevant, ridiculous questions, but if you have to know, no, I didn't try taking them off yet.
Well, Brian, if you haven't even tried taking them off, how can you blame the vaccine for any of this? As far as you know, your Hulk hands might just slip right off.
Look, Sharon, at the end of the day, vaccines are dangerous, and I would appreciate it
sorry,
if
Brian,
you would take
sorry,
my
Brian,
medical
I have to interrupt you right there. That's all the time we have left. But coming up at 11, Asians. How do you tell them apart?